The next principle that I got from Tiny was he would always say to me, I'm teaching you how to beat me. Now, if I don't do that, if it's just going to be a fight, then you're going to have to deal with whatever I come up with. And the chances of you dealing with it without some serious training is about zero. So, but what it took was he had to trust you. It was something that had to be earned, not bought, not paid for. And I think about the situation today where people believe that whatever skill they have, whether it be going to a martial arts school or whatever it is that somebody has that you want, that somehow you're owed this because you show up with some money. And I'm just going to give you the money. Tiny would say, no amount of money is going to get me to teach you how to beat me. I'm showing you my vulnerability. I'm opening this up because I care about you as a person and I want good things for you and I trust that you don't use it back against me. Be careful who you teach how to defeat you. And I'm not just talking about, in fighting. I mean, it's in every aspect of your life. When you let people in and you show them your vulnerabilities, understand they may not have your best interests at heart. So be very careful about putting yourself out there in such a way that you may later regret it. You may later come back and say, wow, that was a big mistake. It's happened to me more times than I even want to think about. Now, that has to be balanced with being totally shut off, never trusting a human being ever. No, you trust the people who are trustworthy. You give yourself to the people that are have your best interests at heart and care about you. You care about each other. That's the idea of a society that functions. What happens with people is we get so tribal in our thinking, and then we don't see people. We see labels. We only see labels. So that's very convenient because if I can label you different, I don't even have to see you as a human being. Well, once people start that stuff, they're not looking at your best interest. If they see a weakness in you, they're going to exploit it. Well, if I've shown you the weakness, if I've allowed you to see what I'm doing, it's like a magician allowing you to see how they do the show, and then you go and blab it to everybody. You've betrayed that person. You know, when he says, I'm showing you how to beat me, what he's really saying to me, I believe, was he was saying, it's because I trust you and I care about you, and I don't expect that you're going to turn on me. You know, I don't expect that you're going to somehow betray my trust. So take that for what it's worth, guys. But ask yourself, how many times in life do you feel betrayed by somebody that you allowed in and you showed them really what you were doing and how it worked? And what do? They turn right around and take advantage, or they stab you in the back or whatever. So Tiny would always make it clear. He would always tell me, I'm showing you how I can be beaten. I'm showing you. And part of that is I expect you not to use it against me. There's an unspoken code in martial arts, and I've been incredibly loyal to me in my way of thinking, to all of my teachers, to everybody, even people I may not particularly like, or maybe I didn't want to continue down that path with them because I never betray the idea that I want to give credit and thank them, because the truth is they didn't have to show me a darn thing. So think about that, and it goes both ways, right? But you think about that and figure out for yourself where your loyalties and where your what you can live with, basically, in terms of what kind of person you want to be.